If climbing stairs feels a little harder than it used to, or standing from your chair takes that little rock forward, you're not imagining it. You remember when stairs were just stairs, when your legs carried you confidently through your whole day. But do you know how quickly that strength can fade? After 55, we can lose up to 1% of our muscle mass every year. The good news? You can start reversing it today, right here at home. These 8 simple moves, no gym, no weights, just your body and a chair, can help you rebuild your strength, your freedom, and your confidence. So let's start right now. The hidden crisis, why your legs are losing strength. The silent thief called sarcopenia. There's a process happening in your body right now that few people talk about, yet it affects every person over 55. It's called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that begins subtly in our 30s, but accelerates dramatically after 55. Think about it this way. Your muscles are like a savings account you've been building your entire life. Every activity, every step, every movement has been making deposits. But sometime after 55, if you're not actively making new deposits, withdrawals start happening faster than you can imagine. Research from Harvard Medical School reveals a sobering truth. Adults lose approximately 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after age 30, with the rate doubling after age 55. But here's the part that will surprise you. This loss happens even if you maintain the same weight. Your muscle is literally being replaced by fat tissue, leaving you feeling weaker despite looking the same in the mirror. The leg muscle crisis. Your legs bear the brunt of this muscle loss because they contain the largest muscle groups in your body: your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. These powerhouse muscles are what propel you upstairs, help you rise from chairs, and give you the stability to walk confidently on uneven ground. Dr. Maria Santos, a leading researcher in age-related muscle loss, explains it beautifully. Your leg muscles are like the foundation of a house. When the foundation weakens, everything else becomes unstable. But unlike a house foundation, your muscle foundation can be rebuilt at any age. The cascade effect of weak legs. When your leg muscles weaken, it creates a cascade effect throughout your entire body. Your balance suffers because your legs can't quickly adjust to keep you stable. Your posture changes as you compensate for weakness. Your energy decreases because every movement requires more effort. But perhaps most importantly, your confidence begins to erode. You start avoiding activities you once loved. You hesitate before stairs. You choose the elevator over the escalator. You park closer to store entrances. These aren't signs of aging. They're signs of preventable muscle loss. The beautiful truth. Your muscles. Remember. Here's the miraculous news that researchers have discovered. Your muscles have memory. Even if you haven't been active in years, even if you feel like you've lost significant strength, your muscle fibers remember how to be strong. They're waiting patiently for the right stimulus to awaken. Studies show that adults over 55 can regain lost muscle mass faster than they initially built it, thanks to this muscle memory phenomenon. Your body wants to be strong. It just needs gentle guidance to remember how. Exercise. 1. The foundation squat. Imagine being able to stand up from any chair, the low sofa, the restaurant booth, even the floor, without using your hands, without hesitation, without that moment of wondering if your legs will support you. This movement is the foundation of that confidence. Every time you perform the squat, you're not just exercising, you're reclaiming your independence. The squat movement targets your quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings simultaneously, the 3 largest muscle groups in your legs. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found that bodyweight squats can increase leg strength by up to 25% in just 8 weeks for adults over 55. What makes this even more remarkable is that these gains occur without any external weight. Your body provides all the resistance you need. Step-by-step guide. Stand with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Imagine you're standing on a clock, with your right foot pointing to 1 o'clock and your left foot pointing to 11 o'clock. This natural stance helps your hips move more freely. Extend your arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height for balance. This isn't just for stability, it also helps activate your core muscles, which support your entire movement. Begin by pushing your hips back, as if you're reaching back to sit in a chair that's slightly too far away. Your knees will naturally bend, but think of leading with your hips, not your knees. Lower yourself only as far as comfortable. This might be just a few inches at first, and that's perfect. Your weight should be distributed evenly across your whole foot, but you should feel slightly more pressure on your heels. Imagine you could wiggle your toes throughout the movement. To rise back up, think about pushing the floor away with your feet while squeezing your glutes, the muscles in your buttocks. This dual action creates the most efficient and powerful movement pattern. As you lower into the squat, breathe in deeply through your nose, filling your belly with air. This breath helps stabilize your spine and core. As you rise back up, breathe out steadily through your mouth while gently engaging your abdominal muscles. This breathing pattern helps generate internal pressure that protects your back and maximizes your power. Modifications. Beginner. Stand in front of a sturdy chair or couch. Lower yourself until you lightly touch the seat, then stand back up. This gives you confidence in your range of motion and a safety net. You can also hold on to the back of a chair for balance support. Intermediate. Pause for 2 to 3 seconds in the lowered position before rising. This increases the time your muscles are under tension, building strength more effectively. Try to go slightly deeper into the squat as your flexibility improves. Advanced. Try the movement with your arms crossed over your chest instead of extended forward. This challenges your balance and core strength. You can also try single leg squats, holding onto a wall for support while one foot is slightly lifted off the ground. Mistakes to avoid. Don't let your knees cave inward toward each other. Keep them tracking over your toes. This protects your knee joints and ensures proper muscle activation. Also, avoid bouncing at the bottom of the movement or using momentum to stand up. Each repetition should be smooth and controlled, with your muscles doing all the work. Exercise 2. The Wall Sit Revival. Remember when you could stand comfortably at social gatherings, in long lines, or while cooking dinner without your legs feeling tired. This exercise rebuilds that foundational endurance, the quiet strength that lets you stand with confidence for as long as you need, knowing your legs won't betray you. Wall sits are an isometric exercise, meaning your muscles contract without joint movement. Research from the European Journal of Applied Physiology shows that isometric exercises are particularly effective for adults over 55 because they build both strength and endurance while being gentle on joints. The study found that participants who performed wall sits 3 times per week for 6 weeks increased their leg muscle endurance by 40%. Step-by-step guide. Find a smooth, sturdy wall and stand with your back against it. Your feet should be about 2 feet away from the wall, positioned hip-width apart and parallel to each other. Slowly slide your back down the wall by bending your knees, as if you're sitting down in an invisible chair. Your thighs don't need to be parallel to the floor. Go only as low as you can maintain comfortably. Even a 45-degree angle is beneficial and effective. Your knees should be directly above your ankles, not pushed forward over your toes. This alignment protects your knee joints and ensures optimal muscle engagement. Your back should remain flat against the wall throughout the entire movement. Focus on pressing your feet firmly into the ground while imagining you're trying to push yourself up through the wall behind you. This creates the isometric tension that builds strength. Hold this position for as long as comfortable, starting with just 10 to 15 seconds if needed. Your goal is to gradually work up to 30 to 60 seconds over time. Breathing cue. During the wall sit, breathe slowly and deeply, never holding your breath. Count your breaths to help pass the time. Breathe in for 3 counts, out for 3 counts. This steady breathing helps deliver oxygen to your working muscles and keeps you relaxed despite the challenge. Modifications. Beginner, place a small pillow or towel behind your lower back for extra comfort. Start with very short holds. Even 5 to 10 seconds builds strength. You can also not sit as deeply. A quarter squat position is still very beneficial. Intermediate. Try lifting one foot slightly off the ground for a few seconds during your wall sit, then alternate feet. This challenges your balance and increases the work for your supporting leg. Advanced, hold small water bottles or books in your hands while performing the wall sit. You can also try placing a small ball between your knees and squeezing it during the exercise to engage your inner thigh muscles. Mistakes to avoid. Don't hold your breath during the exercise. This can cause dizziness and reduces the exercise's effectiveness. Also, don't let your knees drift inward or push too far forward over your toes. If you start to feel sharp pain rather than muscle fatigue, stop and rest. Exercise 3, the step-up foundation. Think about the last time you climbed stairs with confidence, taking them 2 at a time or without holding the railing. This movement awakens the specific strength pattern your legs need to carry you upward against gravity. Whether it's stairs in your home, steps at the library, or that hill in the park you'd love to climb again. Step-ups are what exercise scientists call a functional movement. They directly translate to real-world activities. A study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that adults over 55 who performed step-ups 3 times per week showed a 35% improvement in stair climbing speed and a 50% reduction in perceived effort when climbing stairs. The movement targets your quadriceps, glutes, and hip flexors in the same pattern you use for stairs. Step-by-step guide. Find a sturdy step, box, or platform. The ideal height is where your thigh is parallel to the floor when your foot is on the step, but start lower if needed. A bottom stair step, a sturdy footstool, or even a thick book can work perfectly. Stand facing your step with your feet hip-width apart. Step up with your right foot, placing your entire foot on the step, heel to toe. Your foot should be planted securely in the center of the step, not hanging off the edge. Here's the key. Push through your right heel and use only your right leg to lift your body up onto the step. Don't push off with your left foot or use momentum. Your right leg should do all the work of lifting your body weight. Bring your left foot up to meet your right foot on the step. Stand tall for a moment, feeling both feet secure on the step. Now step down with your left foot first, controlling the descent. Then bring your right foot down to complete the movement. This controlled lowering is just as important as the stepping up. It builds strength throughout the entire range of motion. As you step up, breathe out firmly through your mouth, engaging your core muscles to help power the movement. As you step down, breathe in slowly through your nose, controlling the descent with your muscles rather than gravity. Modifications. Beginner, use a lower step or even a thick book to start. Hold onto a wall or railing for balance support. You can also practice the movement without actually stepping up. Just place your foot on the step and practice the pushing motion without lifting your body. Intermediate, increase the height of your step gradually as you get stronger. Try holding the up position for 2 to 3 seconds before bringing the other foot up to join it. Advanced, try step-ups without using your hands for balance. You can also try stepping down backward, stepping back down with the same foot that stepped up, which increases the challenge for your supporting leg. Mistakes to avoid. Don't use your bottom foot to push off when stepping up. All the power should come from the leg that's on the step. Also, don't let your knee cave inward when stepping up. Keep it aligned over your foot. Avoid using momentum or bouncing to get onto the step. Exercise 4. The single leg stand. Balance isn't just about not falling, it's about confidence. It's about trusting your body when you reach for something on a high shelf, when you turn to look over your shoulder, when you navigate an uneven sidewalk. This simple exercise rebuilds that trust, one leg at a time, giving you back the assurance that your body will keep you safe and stable. Balance deteriorates significantly after age 55, with research showing that adults lose 1 to 2% of their balance ability each year. However, single-leg standing exercises can reverse this decline remarkably quickly. A study in the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation found that adults who practice single-leg stands for just 4 weeks improved their balance scores by 30% and reduced their fall risk by half. Step-by-step guide. Stand near a wall, sturdy chair, or counter for safety support, but don't hold on to it unless you need to. Your feet should be hip-width apart, and you should feel balanced and comfortable in the starting position. Shift your weight onto your right foot, feeling it firmly planted on the ground. Slowly lift your left foot just a few inches off the floor. You don't need to lift it high. The goal is balance and control, not height. Focus your eyes on a fixed point straight ahead at eye level. This helps your brain maintain balance by giving it a stable reference point. Avoid looking down at your feet or letting your eyes wander around the room. Keep your standing legs slightly soft, not locked straight, but not deeply bent either. This allows your muscles to make tiny adjustments to maintain balance. Hold this position for as long as comfortable, starting with just 5 to 10 seconds if that's all you can manage. Your goal is to gradually work up to 30 seconds on each leg. Switch legs and repeat, giving both sides equal practice and development. During the single leg stand, breathe normally and naturally. Holding your breath actually makes balance harder because it creates tension. Focus on slow, steady breaths that help keep your entire body relaxed and responsive. Modifications. Beginner. Keep the toe of your lifted foot lightly touching the ground for extra stability. You're still getting balance benefits even with this light touch. Stand close to a wall so you can reach out if needed. Intermediate. Try closing your eyes for a few seconds during the single leg stand. This removes visual input and challenges your balance system more intensively. You can also try small movements with your lifted leg, forward and back or side to side. Advanced. Stand on a pillow or folded towel to create an unstable surface, which further challenges your balance system. You can also try reaching your arms in different directions while maintaining the single leg stand. Mistakes to avoid. Don't hold your breath or tense up your entire body when trying to balance. This actually makes balance harder. Also, don't grip onto your support surface unless you're losing balance. Let your muscles do the work. Avoid looking down at your feet as this disrupts your balance system. Exercise 5. The Calf Raise Revival. Your calves are your body's secondary heart. With every step you take, they pump blood from your feet back up to your heart. When they're strong, walking feels effortless and energizing. When they're weak, every step becomes labored. This simple movement rebuilds the power that puts spring back in your step and joy back in walking. Calf muscles lose strength faster than many other muscle groups, with adults over 55 showing up to 25% less calf muscle mass than younger adults. However, calf raises are remarkably effective at rebuilding this lost strength. Research in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that simple calf raise exercises can improve walking speed by 15% and reduce fatigue during walking by 40% in just 6 weeks. Step-by-step guide. Stand with your feet hip-width apart near a wall or sturdy surface for light balance support. You should only need to touch the surface with your fingertips, not grip onto it tightly. Place your feet parallel to each other, with your weight evenly distributed across both feet. Imagine you're standing on two pieces of paper and trying not to wrinkle them. Slowly rise up onto your toes, lifting your heels as high as comfortably possible. Think about reaching toward the ceiling with the top of your head while your toes press firmly into the ground. At the top of the movement, pause for 1 to 2 seconds. This pause is crucial. It ensures your calf muscles are doing the work, not momentum. Lower your heels back down slowly and with control. This lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase for building strength. Take 2 to 3 seconds to lower completely. Feel the gentle stretch in your calves at the bottom before starting the next repetition. As you rise onto your toes, breathe out steadily, imagining you're blowing air down toward the ground to help lift your body. As you lower your heels, breathe in slowly, maintaining control and balance throughout the descent. Modifications. Beginner, hold onto your support surface with both hands if needed for balance. Start with smaller movements. You don't need to rise fully onto your toes at first. Even small heel lifts are beneficial. Intermediate. Try holding the raised position for longer. Work up to 5 seconds at the top. You can also try the movement more slowly, taking 5 seconds to rise and 5 seconds to lower. Advanced. Try single leg calf raises, working one leg at a time. You can also try performing the exercise on a step, allowing your heels to drop below the level of your toes for increased range of motion. Mistakes to avoid. Don't bounce at the bottom of the movement or use momentum to rise up. Each repetition should be smooth and controlled. Also, avoid rolling to the outside edges of your feet. Keep the movement straight up and down. Don't hold onto your support too tightly. Let your muscles do the balancing work. Exercise 6, the seated leg march. Walking isn't just about your legs moving, it's about the intricate coordination between your hips, core, and legs working together like a symphony. When this coordination breaks down, walking becomes awkward and tiring. This gentle exercise retrains that beautiful coordination, helping your body remember how to move with grace and efficiency. Hip flexor muscles, the muscles that lift your legs, weaken significantly with age, particularly in people who spend long periods sitting. Weak hip flexors contribute to shuffling gait, reduced walking speed, and increased fall risk. Research in clinical biomechanics shows that seated marching exercises can improve hip flexor strength by 30% and walking coordination by 25% in older adults within 4 weeks. Step-by-step guide. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back supported and your feet flat on the floor. Your knees should be bent at roughly 90 degrees and your thighs should be parallel to the floor. Place your hands on your thighs, just above your knees. This hand placement helps you feel the muscles working and ensures you're using proper form. Slowly lift your right knee toward your chest, raising your foot 2 to 4 inches off the ground. You don't need to lift high. The goal is controlled movement, not height. Your thigh should lift while your shin stays roughly vertical. Hold this lifted position for 2 to 3 seconds, feeling the muscles at the front of your hip working to keep your leg elevated. Slowly lower your foot back to the floor with control. Don't just drop it. Make your muscles work on the way down too. Repeat with your left leg, alternating legs as if you're marching in place while seated. Keep your torso upright throughout the movement. Avoid leaning back in the chair or hunching forward. As you lift each knee, breathe out gently, engaging your abdominal muscles to support the movement. As you lower each leg, breathe in slowly, maintaining good posture and control throughout the movement. Modifications. Beginner. Start with very small lifts. Even raising your foot an inch off the ground is beneficial. You can also place your hands on the sides of the chair for extra stability instead of on your thighs. Intermediate. Try lifting your knee higher or holding the lifted position for longer. Work up to 5 to 10 seconds. You can also try marching with a steady rhythm, like you're keeping time to slow music. Advanced. Try lifting both hands off your thighs while marching, which challenges your core stability. You can also try marching while leaning slightly back in the chair, which increases the work for your hip flexors. Mistakes to avoid. Don't use momentum or swing your leg up. The movement should be smooth and controlled. Also, avoid leaning your torso heavily to one side when lifting a leg. Keep your spine straight and your core gently engaged throughout. Exercise. 7. The glute bridge foundation. Your glutes, the muscles in your buttocks, are among the strongest muscles in your body, designed to power you forward when walking, help you climb stairs, and keep your pelvis stable. When they're strong, you move with power and confidence. When they're weak, your lower back compensates, often leading to pain and fatigue. This movement reawakens these sleeping giants. Glute muscles show some of the most dramatic strength losses with age, often becoming dormant from prolonged sitting. However, they also respond remarkably well to targeted exercise. A study in the International Journal of Sports Medicine found that glute bridge exercises increased glute strength by 45% and reduced lower back pain by 60% in adults over 55 within 8 weeks. Step-by-step guide. Lie on your back on a comfortable surface, your bed, a carpet, or an exercise mat. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the surface, hip width apart. Your feet should be positioned so that when you bend your knees, your heels are roughly 12 to 18 inches from your buttocks. Let your arms rest at your sides, palms down, for stability and support. Before you begin moving, gently engage your abdominal muscles by imagining you're drawing your belly button toward your spine. This protects your lower back during the exercise. Slowly squeeze your glute muscles, the muscles in your buttocks, and lift your hips off the ground. Think about creating a straight line from your knees through your hips to your shoulders. You don't need to lift very high. Even a few inches is effective and beneficial. The key is the squeezing action of your glutes, not the height you achieve. At the top of the movement, pause for 2 to 3 seconds while consciously squeezing your glutes. This pause ensures your glutes are doing the work. Slowly lower your hips back down, taking 2 to 3 seconds for the descent. Maintain control throughout the lowering. Don't just drop down. As you lift your hips, breathe out firmly while squeezing your glutes as if you're blowing air down into the ground to help lift your body. As you lower your hips, breathe in slowly, maintaining the gentle engagement of your abdominal muscles. Modifications. Beginner, start with very small movements. Even lifting your hips an inch off the ground activates your glutes. You can also place a small pillow under your head for comfort, or keep your hands on your hips to help feel the muscles working. Intermediate, hold the lifted position for longer. Work up to 5 to 10 seconds. You can also try squeezing a small pillow or towel between your knees during the bridge, which activates additional muscles. Advanced, try single leg bridges. Keep one foot on the ground while extending the other leg straight out. You can also try marching while in the bridge position, alternately lifting one foot, then the other, while keeping your hips elevated. Mistakes to avoid. Don't arch your back excessively or lift your hips too high. This can strain your lower back. The movement should come from your glutes, not your back muscles. Also, avoid holding your breath during the exercise and don't rush through the movements. Exercise 8. The dynamic leg swing. Fluid, graceful movement. It's something we often take for granted until it starts to feel stiff and restricted. This final exercise helps restore the natural pendulum motion of walking, the easy swing of your legs that makes every step feel effortless. It's about rediscovering the joy of movement without restriction or hesitation. Dynamic leg swings improve both flexibility and strength through the full range of motion your legs use during walking. Research in the Journal of Biomechanics shows that dynamic movements like leg swings can improve walking efficiency by 20% and reduce the energy cost of walking by 15% in older adults. The exercise also helps maintain hip mobility, which is crucial for maintaining a normal gait pattern. Step-by-step guide. Stand next to a wall, sturdy chair, or counter and lightly place one hand on the surface for balance support. You should be close enough to touch the surface, but not gripping it tightly. Stand on your left leg and allow your right leg to hang naturally. Your standing leg should be slightly soft, not locked straight, but not deeply bent either. Gently swing your right leg forward and backward like a pendulum. The movement should come from your hip, not your knee. Think about your leg as a rope hanging from your hip, swinging freely. Start with small swings, maybe 6 to 12 inches forward and backward, and let the movement flow naturally. Don't force it or try to swing too high. Let your leg swing naturally for 10 to 15 swings, then switch sides and repeat with your left leg while standing on your right leg. After doing forward and back swings, try side-to-side swings. Standing on your left leg, let your right leg swing gently across your body, and then out to the side, again like a pendulum motion. During the leg swings, breathe naturally and rhythmically, letting your breath flow with the rhythm of the swinging motion. Think about breathing in as your leg swings one direction, out as it swings the other direction. Modifications. Beginner, make smaller swings and hold onto your support surface more firmly for balance. You can also try the movement while sitting in a chair. Just let your legs swing gently forward and back from the knee. Intermediate. Try larger swings as your balance and flexibility improve. You can also try swinging your leg in small circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Advanced. Try the swings without holding on to anything for support, which challenges your balance. You can also try closing your eyes during the swings, which increases the balance challenge. Mistakes to avoid. Don't force the swinging motion or try to swing too high or fast. Let the movement be natural and gentle. Also, don't grip your support surface tightly. Use it only for light balance assistance. Avoid creating tension in your swinging leg. It should move freely and loosely. The complete routine. Putting it all together. Now that you've learned these 8 powerful exercises, here's how to weave them into a routine that will rebuild your leg strength systematically and safely. Your weekly schedule. Week 1 to 2, foundation building. Start with just 4 exercises: the foundation squat, wall sit revival, seated leg march, and dynamic leg swing. Perform these every other day, giving your muscles time to adapt and recover. Do 1 set of each exercise with 5 to 10 repetitions or 10 to 20 seconds for static holds. Week 3 to 4, expanding your foundation. Add the calf raise revival and glute bridge foundation to your routine. You're now doing 6 exercises every other day. Increase your repetitions to 8 to 12 or extend holds to 15 to 30 seconds. Week 5 to 6. Full integration. Include all 8 exercises in your routine. You can now exercise 4 to 5 days per week if desired. Work up to 2 sets of each exercise with 10 to 15 repetitions or 30 to 45 second holds. Week 7 and beyond. Advanced progression. Continue with all 8 exercises, but start incorporating the intermediate and advanced modifications. Listen to your body and progress at your own pace. Daily integration tips. These exercises don't require a special time or place. They can be woven throughout your day. Do calf raises while brushing your teeth. Perform seated leg marches while watching television. Practice single leg stands while waiting for your coffee to brew. Do wall sits during commercial breaks. Rest and recovery. Your muscles grow stronger during rest, not during exercise. Make sure to take at least 1 full day off between sessions when you're starting. As you progress, you might exercise more frequently, but always listen to your body's signals. The science of muscle memory and rapid gains. Why your muscles respond so quickly. You might be wondering why these exercises work so much faster than traditional gym routines. The answer lies in the unique characteristics of muscle development in adults over 55. First, there's muscle memory. Even if you haven't exercised in years, your muscle fibers retain a cellular memory of their former strength. When you begin exercising again, you're not starting from zero. You're reactivating dormant pathways. Second, neurological adaptation. Much of the initial strength gain you'll experience comes from your nervous system, learning to better coordinate and activate your existing muscles. This happens much faster than building new muscle tissue. The role of functional movement. These 8 exercises are all functional movements. They directly translate to activities you do every day. When you improve your squat, you improve your ability to stand from chairs. When you strengthen your single leg balance, you improve your stability while walking. This functional approach means you'll notice improvements in daily activities within just a few weeks, which motivates you to continue and creates a positive feedback loop. Progressive overload without weights. Traditional strength training relies on progressively adding more weight to create challenge. These bodyweight exercises use different strategies, increasing repetitions or hold times, adding complexity like single limb variations, changing leverage like deeper squats, reducing stability like closing eyes during balance exercises. This approach is actually ideal for adults over 55 because it builds strength while being gentle on joints and allowing for individual adaptation. Nutrition to support muscle building. Protein, your muscles' building blocks. While these exercises provide the stimulus for muscle growth, your muscles need proper nutrition to rebuild stronger. Protein is particularly crucial for adults over 55, as research shows we need more protein per pound of body weight than younger adults to maintain and build muscle. Aim for a palm-sized portion of protein at each meal. Excellent choices include eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, lentils, and nuts. Don't worry about expensive protein powders. Whole foods provide everything your muscles need. Timing matters. Try to eat some protein within 2 hours after exercising. This doesn't need to be complicated. A glass of milk, a handful of nuts, or a piece of string cheese all provide the amino acids your muscles need to repair and strengthen. Hydration for performance. Your muscles are approximately 76% water. Even mild dehydration can significantly reduce your strength and energy. Keep water nearby throughout the day and drink before you feel thirsty. The anti-inflammatory connection. Chronic inflammation can interfere with muscle building and recovery. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, and antioxidants, like berries, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables, help reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. Overcoming common obstacles. I don't have time. The beauty of these exercises is their flexibility. You don't need a 45-minute workout session. 5 minutes here and there throughout your day is just as effective and often more sustainable. Try this approach. Do 2 exercises when you wake up, 2 during lunch, 2 in the evening, and 2 before bed. Each mini session takes just 2 to 3 minutes. I'm too weak to start. These exercises are designed to meet you where you are. If regular squats feel too challenging, start with sitting down and standing up from a higher surface, like your bed or a high chair. If wall sits are too difficult, try just leaning against the wall and holding that position. Remember, any movement is better than no movement. Start wherever you can, and your strength will build from there. I'm afraid of getting injured. These bodyweight exercises are remarkably safe when performed correctly. Start slowly, focus on proper form, and listen to your body. Pain is different from muscle fatigue. Stop if you experience sharp or shooting pain. Consider working with a physical therapist or a certified trainer for your first few sessions if you're concerned about form or safety. I don't see results fast enough. Muscle building is both faster and slower than most people expect. You'll likely feel stronger and more stable within the first week. This is your nervous system adapting. Visible muscle changes take longer, but functional improvements happen quickly. Keep a simple journal noting how you feel during daily activities. Stood up from the low chair without using my hands, or climbed stairs without stopping to rest are victories worth celebrating and recording. The emotional journey of rebuilding strength. Patience with the process. Rebuilding leg strength after 55 isn't just a physical journey. It's an emotional and psychological transformation. You might feel frustrated on days when movements that used to be automatic still feel challenging. You might feel impatient with what seems like slow progress. These feelings are completely normal and valid. Strength building isn't linear. Some days you'll feel powerful and capable. Other days you might feel tired or discouraged. Both experiences are part of the journey back to strength. Celebrating small victories. In our culture of instant gratification, we often overlook the profound significance of small improvements. The day you realize you stood up from your favorite low chair without thinking about it is a day worthy of celebration. The morning you climb your stairs without holding the railing is a triumph worth acknowledging. Keep a simple progress journal. Note not just the number of repetitions you can perform, but how you feel. Today my legs felt steady during the single leg stands, or I felt strong and balanced during my wall sit are victories worth recording. Rediscovering your body's wisdom. As you practice these exercises, you'll begin to rediscover your body's innate wisdom, its ability to move efficiently, to balance naturally, to generate power when needed. This reconnection often comes with a sense of gratitude and amazement at your body's resilience. Many people over 55 report that rebuilding leg strength gives them a renewed sense of confidence, not just in their physical abilities, but in their overall approach to aging. They begin to see challenges as opportunities rather than limitations. Building community around strength. Sharing the journey. Strength building doesn't have to be a solitary pursuit. Consider sharing these exercises with friends, family members, or neighbors who might also benefit from rebuilding their leg strength. You might form an informal exercise group, meeting once or twice a week to perform these movements together. There's something powerful about moving alongside others who understand the journey, who celebrate your progress, and who provide gentle encouragement on challenging days. Inspiring others. As you rebuild your own leg strength and regain confidence in your movement, you naturally become an inspiration to others. Your friends might notice that you're climbing stairs more easily or standing longer without fatigue. Your example gives them permission to believe that they too can rebuild their strength. Share your victories, not to boast, but to inspire. I did 15 squats today. Is news worth sharing with someone who cares about your well-being and might be inspired to start their own strength journey? Adapting to your unique circumstances. Working with physical limitations. Your body is unique with its own history, strengths, and areas that need extra attention. These 8 exercises provide a foundation, but they should be adapted to your specific circumstances and needs. If you have arthritis in your knees, the squats might be more comfortable with a smaller range of motion. If you have balance concerns, all exercises can be performed with additional support nearby. If you use a wheelchair or have limited leg mobility, the upper body engagement in exercises like wall sits can still provide significant benefits. Chronic conditions and adaptations. If you have diabetes, these exercises can help improve your blood sugar control while building strength. If you have heart conditions, the gentle nature of these movements makes them ideal for building strength without excessive cardiovascular stress. If you have osteoporosis, the weight-bearing nature of these exercises actually helps strengthen your bones while building muscle, a double benefit that gym machines can't provide. Always consult with your healthcare provider before beginning any exercise program, especially if you have chronic health conditions. Most will be enthusiastic about your commitment to rebuilding strength through safe, effective movements. The ripple effects of stronger legs. Beyond physical strength. As you consistently practice these 8 exercises over the coming weeks and months, you'll likely notice changes that extend far beyond increased leg strength. Your posture may improve naturally as your glutes and core muscles strengthen. You might find yourself standing taller, walking with more confidence, moving with greater ease throughout your day. Your balance and coordination often improve dramatically as your leg muscles strengthen and your nervous system relearns efficient movement patterns. This improved balance translates to greater confidence in all your daily activities. Your energy levels frequently increase as your cardiovascular system becomes more efficient and daily movements require less effort. Tasks that once felt exhausting become manageable, even enjoyable. Sleep and recovery benefits. Many people report improved sleep quality when they begin regular gentle exercise. Your body experiences the natural tiredness that comes from beneficial physical activity, leading to deeper, more restorative sleep. Better sleep means better recovery, which means faster strength gains, creating a positive cycle that accelerates your progress. Mood and mental health. Exercise releases natural mood-elevating chemicals called endorphins. But beyond this biochemical effect, the psychological benefits of taking active steps to care for yourself, of feeling your body grow stronger, of regaining confidence in your physical capabilities. These changes often lift mood and reduce anxiety significantly. Many adults over 55 report that rebuilding their leg strength gave them a renewed sense of hope and optimism about their future. They begin to plan activities they'd given up on, make commitments they'd been hesitant to make, and approach aging with confidence rather than resignation. Long-term progression and goals. The 6-month vision. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You wake up and move easily from bed to bathroom. You climb stairs without hesitation. You stand at social gatherings without thinking about whether your legs will support you. You walk with confidence, knowing your body is strong and capable. This isn't fantasy. It's the realistic outcome of consistently practicing these 8 simple exercises. The person who will achieve this is already inside you, waiting to be awakened. Creating new challenges. As these exercises become easier and more natural, you'll naturally want to progress. This might mean adding more repetitions or longer hold times. Trying the advanced variations, combining exercises in creative ways. Adding these movements to outdoor activities like hiking or walking. The key is to always maintain the principles that make these exercises effective: controlled movement, full range of motion, and consistent progression. Inspiring the next generation. As you rebuild your leg strength and demonstrate that aging doesn't mean inevitable weakness, you become a powerful example for others. Your children and grandchildren see that staying strong and active is possible and normal, not exceptional. You're not just changing your own future, you're influencing how the people around you think about aging and what's possible in their later decades. Troubleshooting common challenges. Plateau periods. There will be times when your progress seems to stall. This is completely normal and doesn't mean the exercises have stopped working. Plateaus often occur because your body has adapted to the current challenge level. When you hit a plateau, Try the next level of difficulty for 1 or 2 exercises. Focus on perfect form rather than more repetitions. Add variety by changing the order of exercises. Ensure you're getting adequate rest and nutrition. Remember that even maintaining your current strength level is a victory. You're preventing the muscle loss that would otherwise be occurring. Motivation fluctuations. Some days you'll feel motivated and energized about your exercise routine. Other days you might feel resistant or tired. This is normal human psychology, not a character flaw. On low motivation days, commit to just 1 exercise instead of the full routine. Remind yourself how good you feel after exercising. Focus on the functional benefits you've already gained. Remember that showing up consistently matters more than perfect performance. Weather and seasonal changes. These exercises can be performed in any weather, in any season, in the comfort of your own home. This consistency is one of their great advantages over outdoor activities or gym-dependent routines. During darker winter months or challenging weather, your home exercise routine becomes even more valuable for maintaining your strength, mood, and energy levels. The science of aging well. Redefining what's possible. Recent research has revolutionized our understanding of aging and physical capability. Studies now show that much of what we attributed to normal aging is actually the result of inactivity and muscle disuse. The concept of successful aging has evolved from simply avoiding disease to maintaining physical function, cognitive sharpness, and active engagement with life. These 8 exercises address all 3 domains. They maintain physical function, support cognitive health through coordination challenges, and enable continued engagement in meaningful activities. The longevity connection. Strong legs aren't just about comfort and convenience. They're directly linked to longevity and independence. Research shows that leg strength in middle age is one of the strongest predictors of independence in later life. The World Health Organization now recognizes sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, as a disease, highlighting its significance in healthy aging. By rebuilding your leg muscles, you're not just improving your current quality of life, you're investing in your future independence and well-being. Conclusion: your invitation to strength. You've now learned 8 simple, powerful exercises that can transform your leg strength without requiring weights, gym memberships, or complicated equipment. More importantly, you've discovered that the strength you may have thought was lost forever is actually waiting patiently to return. These movements are more than exercises. They're an invitation to trust your body's ability to grow stronger, an invitation to invest in your future self, an invitation to approach each day with confidence in your physical capabilities. You don't need to wait for Monday or next month or when you have more time. You can begin today, right now, with a single squat or wall sit. You can take the first step back toward the strength that has always lived within you. Remember, you're not just exercising, you're rebuilding your foundation for independence, confidence, and joy in movement. You're investing in tomorrow's adventures, in your ability to play with grandchildren, to travel, to pursue hobbies and passions that require a strong, capable body. Your muscles remember how to be strong. Your body remembers how to move with power and grace. These exercises are simply the gentle reminder, the loving encouragement your muscles need to awaken to their full potential once again. The strongest version of yourself isn't behind you. It's being built, one movement at a time, starting today. Your legs have carried you this far through life's journey. Now it's time to give them the strength to carry you confidently into whatever adventures await. Your journey back to leg strength begins with a single squat, continues with consistent practice, and leads to a future where you move through life with power, confidence, and joy. The choice to begin is yours, and the time is now.